in place and recommended that it be built closer to the mouth of the Thames estuary, closer to the sea. Basically, his concerns centre around the fact that under certain tidal conditions, the barrier could be overwhelmed.
Get me Sam Morrison again.
Come on.
He just turned up. He's here about the barrier.
Yeah, of course he is.
Look, I know that this is really bad timing, but I do think we need to listen to what your father has to say.
I don't care what he has to say.
If this storm changes direction...
Is that what this is about? Oh, no, don't tell me. Storm surge coincides with spring tide, and the barrier won't hold. Am I right?
Yeah. I've seen the forecasting on his model. It's a very real possibility.
You still don't get it, do you? This is an obsession. This obsession destroyed our lives. He's been wrong from the very start, and he won't accept it. Even when it meant losing his own family. My mother died heartbroken over this. Why should I listen to him now?
I do understand. But we've lost Tony to this storm. For his sake, please. Just hear your father out.
On you, Hopkins. What's the latest position?
The storm has dramatically altered its course within the last hour. It's likely to hit the southeastern coast of England later this afternoon.
Can you be more specific?
Well, we're looking at gales of up to 80 miles an hour, so I think we should anticipate considerable damage.
You're all missing the point.
With respect, Professor Morrison, this is hardly an appropriate forum for your theories.
According to my computer model...
Oh, please.
Well, forecasts from the Met Office and the Environment Agency haven't been very accurate so far, have they? Sorry, Professor, please continue.
Assuming no change in wind conditions, my figures indicate that this storm and the tidal surge traveling with it will reach southeast England and the Thames estuary at high tide.
What does that mean?
The combined volume of water will overwhelm the Thames barrier.
So, what, are you saying that central London is now at risk?
I'm afraid I am. My most conservative estimate is that the barrier will be overtopped by 4 meters. And I'm not talking here about a single wave. This is an event that could last for hours.
So, which areas are most at risk?
The danger zone includes the Docklands Light Railways, 68 underground stations, 30 mainline stations. As you'll see, there are 3 World Heritage Sites at risk, 8 power stations, dozens of museums and art galleries, and of course, your location in Whitehall.
And what does this mean in terms of population?
16 hospitals, 400 schools. Approximately 1.5 million people either live or work within the flood danger zone.
How long have we got?
Figures I've received from the Met Office indicate that the storm will reach the Thames estuary 3 hours from now.
Dear God, that's 7 o'clock this evening. Why didn't anyone see this coming?
Well, somebody did.
We need to initiate evacuation protocol immediately. The longer we delay the decision to evacuate, the greater the risk of there being substantial casualties. Sir?
Do it.
problem. Thanks for in there.
Well, looks like you were right. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Hey, coming back in half an hour, win back every penny, all right?
London Underground asks that all passengers keep their belongings with them at all times. If any bags are left unattended, they will be removed and destroyed.
Thank you for practice, Paul. Yeah, you know, you should maybe be on telly at the same, mate. Huh? Yeah. Hi, Kate. Now listen, I want you to do something for me. Now, don't ask questions, just listen. Get in the car, take the family, and get as far away from London as you can. I want you to drive as fast as you possibly can. No, look, Dad's here with me at the barrier. Don't ask questions, just do what I'm saying. Kate, listen. Dad was right all along. Yeah. Goodbye. Anna.
Would you track down the girls for me? They should be leaving the cinema about now. Penny, make sure you call home too.
Mom,
It was my understanding the emergency services would receive at least 12 hours clear warning of a major flood alert.
And we've had barely 3. What the hell have you people been doing?
When this gets out, there's going to be panic on an unprecedented scale. We have less than 3 hours before the surge hits the barrier. How long can we keep the underground running?
We'll have to clear the lines an hour before the water hits.
But that only gives us 2 hours.
Less. To clear the tunnels by 6:20, London Underground are going to have to start withdrawing services around 5 o'clock.
Impossible. That's barely an hour from now. Rush hour will have already started.
Look, trains have to be run out to depots. Staff pulls, stations closed. Fewer trains means we're shifting fewer passengers. Once word gets out, stations will fill with people trying to get out of London. Trains that do manage to get through are going to be full before they even reach most platforms.
You should have paid them.
Huh?
No, you encourage them and they start breeding.
Huh? Here we go. Into the heart of darkness.
Guardian Shepherd.
All major exit routes will gridlock within 40 minutes of a major public alert.
And so, all London airports must immediately be put under military jurisdiction.
We need to issue the public with instructions. They need to be told to get themselves to high ground wherever possible. We need to move as many people as possible to the safety points. The problem is, they won't know where they are. They won't even recognize the sound of the evacuation sirens because we haven't had time to get that information out.
So we need media cooperation.
It'll be critical. Otherwise, we're looking at hundreds of thousands being left stranded in the flood zone.
Right. I'm declaring a state of emergency.
This just in. The Emergency Management Committee, COBRA,
South of the River Thames are to be evacuated.
to the City of London.
Government advice urges those in the flood zone unable to access exit routes. High ground wherever possible.
Please evacuate the station and make your way to the nearest emergency exit. Initiate the gate closure now.
Right away, Sam.
Ned.
Down here.
Come on, Bill, where are you?
It's your first time down here.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
So where are we heading, mate?
Down to the lower pump room. Got to change the circuit board.
All right, mate.
I have to brief the Prime Minister, so I need a status update.
Barrier has initiated closure, and evacuation procedures have been activated. And, sir, no population movement on this scale in this time frame has ever been attempted. We're dealing with millions of people.
Anywhere around the river area, make your way inland.
Space between the gate and the sills reduced to 75 millimeters. We're right on target.
I couldn't get through to Kate.
I've spoken to her, so I. Sam, we have to get these people out of here. Time's moving on.
You know, Frank and the boys are refusing to go. We're not going to leave without them.
Please evacuate and make your way to the nearest emergency exit.
I think we should get out of here.
Please evacuate and make your way to the nearest emergency exit.
It's going to be at least 45 minutes.
For all schools at risk in the zone to be cleared, that means we may not get to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in time. The patient population there, approximately 2,000.
This came in a few moments ago.
Suffolk coast. Half an hour ago.
Prioritize the schools.
Yes, ma'am.
Bloody hell, it's a proper mission getting down there, isn't it?
Yeah, nearly there. Right. Let me go then.
Why I gotta go up?
I'm too fat.
Sweet, sweet, Bill. You do work it, don't you? Ah, it's filthy up here, Bill.
I know.
Boss, you got to look at these tidal gauge figures.
Excuse me. Put me through to Commissioner Nash at Cobra.
Hello, Sam.
Ma'am, we've just received some new information.
The search is growing in size.
And it's traveling up the estuary at a height of 4 to 6 meters.
How long have we got?
It's a matter of minutes before it hits us.
Sam, patch all video feeds from the barrier through to us immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
I'll go.
Sam, you stay with Rob. I'll go with Frank. No time to argue.
Let's go.
We need to relocate now.
So? Please God they're coming on.
What's that? Let's get out of here.
Frank!
We need to hurry up.
What about the others? My crew? What about Leonard?
Sam, we having a good time. We have to go out now.
No.
Now, we have to go up now.
I think we should walk.
I know you're frightened, sweetheart, but please. We need to get to high ground and we will. Okay? We're not going to get anywhere fast by walking. So let's just sit tight. Okay?
Come on, Zach.
Water coming in here, mate.
What about it?
It can't be right, can it?
Well, what do you think's above your head, son? Thames.
Hey?
Relax. There's 8 meters of earth and rock between us and the river.
You think it's safe, yeah?
I won't be here if it wasn't. Job done. Can we go now?
Yeah.
Hello, Control. Hello, Control. Nothing ever works around here.
No, look. Give Jamie a kiss for me. I'll see you both very soon.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're at Cobra Tree.
Anything on the girls?
I left messages on their phones with all the numbers here. They'll be patched through to you as a matter of priority the moment they call.
Get me an update on the hospital and school situation as soon as you can.
Mom? My cousin has a dog, right? Called Baxter. And he hangs it off a tower like that. It will just hang there all day, I'm telling you, bro. Why? I don't know, it's a dog, isn't it? What dogs do,
How
man.
much do those things come in at then?
Hundreds of pounds for a pedigree.
No.
Yeah, serious.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything, mate.
Exactly. Hello, Control. Come in, Control. We need to get to a phone. Find out what's going on.
I need to see what's happening out there. Come on. I need pictures.
Come on! Captain, open the bulkhead! Where's Frank?
Dad. You all right, Dad? Look, if it's stay here, we're gonna die. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Dad.
No, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
Sam, it's breaking up. We gotta jump. It's all right, come on. Trust me. We're gonna be all right. Let's hit. On our count. 1.
Bob, this is madness.
2.
This was supposed to be instant plug and play.
We're almost there, Mom.
We've got it. Sir?
Jesus.
Just been completely overwhelmed.
Morrison was right. Can you get in any closer than that?
My God, who's that?
Switch to night vision. It's Professor Morrison. We need that man here. ASAP.
Sir, are you sure we have time for more theory?
All our protocols have failed us. No one on the planet knows more about storm surges than Professor Morrison. You know that. He forecast this years ago. He said the barrier will be overwhelmed. He's the only one who can tell us now if we have a chance to stop this.
Let's get him here.
Deputy Prime Minister, all military aircraft are committed elsewhere.
Well, then requisition a civilian one. Top priority.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Morrison, what's happening? I want that barrier signal back up. We need to see what's happening out there.
So we've got it.
Good. Mom, you need to see this. The rescue helicopter. It's nearly at the barrier.
Thanks.
Copy 2, search and rescue 4. I think we found your stray.
Yeah, I get the figures over to you right away. Prime Minister. Get the number of evacuees at the safety points over the PM.
Right. We'll do so.
Deputy Prime Minister, they found Morrison.
Right. So you really think he can make a difference now?
He's our best bet.
Steady, here you go.
Cobra 2, search and rescue 4. We're on the way.
Wait, tell him to wait. There are 2 more people down there. No, please, my son's down there. He jumped. You've got to try and find him.
No one could have survived that. I'm sorry.
I beg you.
Sir, we're under orders to get you to Cobra without delay.
This way! This way! Over here! Over here! You think you can make it to the dome?
I don't know.
It's all right. The current will take us. Okay? I'll be right behind you. I'm gonna let you go. All right? Go!
I need the latest evac figures from Tilbury to London Bridge. Johnson? Where are we with the underground closures?
Well, we've evacuated most of the tube stations in the immediate danger zone. Now we're clearing DLR stations around Canary Wharf.
How much longer?
People are working as fast as they can. I need time to get them out, too.
All right, but give me updates every 10 minutes. And I need to know what's happening on the roads. Which areas are gridlocked and which are clear if we're to get people to the safety points.
This is the old transformer for the Northern Line. Bet you there's a phone in here. No, that's not right. Climb to the top of here, see if we can't get out that way.
Oh, ladder. Here's a pattern forming here, bro. You know what? I think you might be one of them workplace bullies.
Not now, mate.
You might want to see someone about that.
Most of the people ask me about the difference between brokerage, about the market brokerage and STP or straight through processing, and ECN brokerage, that is abbreviated for electronic communication network. Actually, most of the people don't know what is the difference between these brokerage, and in this video I try to explain the most important aspect of every kind of these brokerage to you to understand how they treat with you in different situation. Hello traders, Captain Safa is here. A lot of times people ask me about the difference between market maker brokers or STP brokers and ECN brokerage. Actually, the difference between these brokers are a lot, and I want to explain some items from those brokerage to make you better understand which broker are you confront with. The market maker is the kind of brokerage that do not let your trade goes to the market, and actually if you win in your trades, the market maker has to pay from his pocket and he will lose the money, and if you lost the money, the market maker will win, and all the money that you lost will goes to the brokerage pocket. And this kind of brokerage actually has dealing desk and work with you with the dealing desk. Actually, do not think the other brokerage does not have dealing desk. All the brokerage does have dealing desk, but maybe they try to make you lose, but maybe the good brokers don't do the scam items, and this is the difference. But you have to know all the brokerage have dealing desk, and there's no brokerage in the world that does not have any dealing desk. So in the market maker, you will not trade in the market actually, and you are working like you when you go to gambling, and your trades are like the gamble. And this kind of brokers maybe have a stop level, and in the past and all time up to 2004 or up to 2006, I check some brokers has had a freezing level. But nowadays there's no freezing level anywhere, even in a market maker brokerage, but actually they will have a stop level for you, because they need that stop level to let which trader are in the good or bad situation. And when the stop level heated, actually you will show up in the dealing desk of the brokerage. So if you check the brokerage and you see that in that account the stop level is anything other than zero, you have to know that you are working with a market maker. And because your deal will not go to the liquidity provider or will not go to the market, these brokerage have the fastest time of executing the orders, because actually your orders will go to them and come back. So there's the fastest and lowest time of execution for this brokerage, and most of the new buy traders, when they saw this kind of advertisement, they think that this is the good broker, but it's in the reverse side. And the spread will most of the time be fixed, and it's more than a normal spread that you expect from any kind of asset. And the last item will be a no commission or zero commission. This kind of brokerage in their advertise will let you know that we will not get any commission from you, and this is the advertisement for to absorb new buy traders, and they will excited about that. But if you work with in the market for some years, you will understand that the good brokerage will get you more commission, because the only things that the brokerage will get from the customer is that commission. So if you check the brokerage and you see a stop level is other than zero, or the fastest time of the execution, or zero commission, you have to know that you are in front of the market maker brokerage. And it's nice to know that nowadays there is no just market maker broker or STP broker or ECN broker. Most of them are hybrid brokerage. Some of their account are market making, some of their account are STP. You will see different account type in the brokerage nowadays, and those different accounts are for the different traders. Actually, sometimes the brokerage ask you to understand where were you trade in the past, or how many years you work in this market. This kind of question is to level you in the market maker account or in the ECN or STP account. And about the straight through processing brokerage, these kind of brokerage are between you and market, and they are normally aggregate the position of their clients, and the net from that will go to the market. For example, if at that one tick of the and one moment of the market, the customers of this broker request 100 lot buy and at exact time and an exact tick, the same tick, the other customers want 50 lots to sell, the net of 50 will go to the market and the other will do an aggregate internally in the broker. And this kind of brokers are better than market maker, and stop level will be 0 in this broker. If it's anything other than 0, I told you before, the broker will work with you as a market maker. And you have to know that a spread will get from you from the signed up liquidity provider, but the STP broker will mark up a little on the spread, maybe multiply it by something more than 1 or add some point to that. Somehow with the different legitimate of the broker, they work with different add up or markup and work with you. And about the ECN brokers, those are the best brokers. You will go into the market and your request will go to the market directly, and there is no middleman between you and market. This kind of broker are the best broker. Just you will pay commission and there is no any other markup on the spread or something else. You can check in this kind of broker, you could not enter in the trade, and at that moment you specify the stop loss or take profit. For example, if you go to
conditions. Okay, the other characteristic is that they have got a smoother price fluctuations. Okay, so what do I mean by this? So because during desk brokers set the prices, so the fluctuations in the price and spread are often smoother than a no during desk broker. So what do I mean by this? So this, like, they're able to track every single price fluctuation in the underlying market. So this actually makes it easier to
What's an ECN broker? Is it really a non-dealing desk broker?
Difficult question to say whether or not it is or it isn't. So an ECN broker is essentially a broker that puts the price that you get, so the price that you pay and the spread that you get is as a result of that broker going out there and looking at lots of different potential prices and getting essentially the best price. As to whether it is a direct access broker, again, that isn't an absolute, but in theory what it's doing is getting the best price for you, so it has the potential to be direct access.
So that's, I suppose, the advantage. What would be the disadvantage?
Disadvantage is, and again it could be broker specific, is you're waiting to get the best price. You might not necessarily be getting the best price. How do you know you're getting the best price? And I think that's also very relative, because there's a lot of talk out there, and I see it on forums and I see it with traders that I didn't get the best price on that trade. Well, what type of trade was it? It was a swing trade. What was your target? 150 points. So you missed out on a pip, so you're worrying about that. Shouldn't you be worrying about whether or not the strategy is consistent, whether you've tested it? So you're worrying about missing out on a pip when you're going for a target of 100. You're focusing what I call contributing factors as opposed to determining factors. So in weight loss, a contributing factor is potentially drinking 3 litres of water a day. That can aid weight loss. But if you eat 7,000 calories, it doesn't matter whether you're drinking 3 litres of water or not. But there is some science behind that, and I think you see that in trading as well. You see people getting too focused, putting 80% of their energy into something that is only going to have a small effect. Now, if you're day trading or scalping, that one pip can make all the difference. But that might not be the strategy that you're trading at that time. So it's something to put into context.
What is an STP broker? Do they really exist?
Basically, an STP, for people that don't know, it's a straight-through broker. It's a broker where your order's going straight through to the market. So it's what's otherwise known as an A-book broker. So your order goes straight to the market. That broker will receive a small commission and will make money on the spread as a result of that. So it's considered the pure way. You're opposed to what is a B-book broker, which is someone like a spread betting broker, where you're trading with that broker. You're not going directly to the market, and as a result, they're potentially taking the other side of your trade. Now, there's a lot of talk about if they're taking the other side of the trade, they're scamming you, how can you make money? I've been trading with a spread bettor, and I don't do all my trading, but I do a large chunk of my trading through a spread bettor, and I've never been impacted by this. So for me, straight STP brokers do exist. Recently we had a certain broker claiming that they were, but they weren't. There was this whole big scandal in the States with FXCM. So again, unless you're going to do a huge amount of research, you'll never really know. So again, for me, is it an important factor? It becomes more important if you're day trading or scalping. Is it the determining factor to your success? No.
The majority of brokers that support the MetaTrader platform are nothing but pure bucket shops. You're dealing in a sandbox kind of environment called dealing desk, where the broker has full control over your position. You're winning money, he's losing it, and in this kind of environment, winners are not very welcome. Would you agree with this statement?
Again, talk about a politician's answer. I wouldn't necessarily agree or disagree. I think the important thing to understand is a lot of the majority of brokers will have what's called a MetaTrader platform or arm to their broker. So whether it's a spread bettor or a direct access broker, STP broker, you can choose to trade through the MetaTrader platform. So the idea is, I think what that statement is getting at is the fact that if everybody's so many people are using this boat, isn't it easy to see? You know, if traders are winning, a broker's not going to want to, if he's taking the opposite side of the trade and the trader's winning, they're losing. Well, 90% of traders lose money. So if the broker can see that and is taking the opposing side of the trade, well, then they're going to be making money. And statistically, the 10% that do make money are the ones with the bigger accounts. And often the ones with the bigger accounts, it's easier for them to access an STP broker. So as a result of that, they are getting direct access to the market. So the broker is then making the money on their commission, so they're going to look after those clients. So is it a sandbox environment? It has the potential, but it goes a little bit back to what I was saying before, is that every trader I've known that has the ability to be consistent, the times when the brokers mysteriously kicked the market up, or the spike up was bigger on the broker than on the interbank pricing, it's one trade. So if that trade lost the trader 0.5%, or that trader missed out on the profit of a 2% trade, and as a result ended up losing 0.5% or 1%, over 1,000 trades, that's not actually going to affect their consistency. So again, it's more of a contributing factor rather than a determinant one.
So I was going to ask you, do brokers create fake spikes?
It's very difficult to say whether they do or they don't. It's a little bit like taking you take a Peugeot to a Peugeot mechanic. They're going to say that the Peugeot mechanic, is going to say, oh, yeah, they're always breaking down. It's very difficult to say. In the position I'm in, especially when I'm working with other students, some students will say, it hit my target on the broker's price chart, but it didn't get me out of the trade, or it hit target on on the Forex chart from, say, e-signal, so they're looking at it directly through all of the interbank markets. It hit the target, but the broker one conveniently didn't. But again, what I would say is I would assess how often that's happening. If it's 1 in 50 trades or 1 in 100 trades, it's really not something to worry about too much.
But even if it's still happening, even if it is just that little, occasional trade, isn't that still naughty?
It is naughty. I would look at it again and assess, where do you want to be over the long haul? Would you rather have the broker being a little bit naughty, but 99.9% of the time your trade's doing what it's meant to and you're making money? I think again, it's that old idea of, is it wrong? Is it right? Are they being unscrupulous? I'd rather make money than make sure that this is never happening. So yeah, I mean, I had a scenario with, I mean, and actually the broker was really good, but when the Swiss franc was unpegged from the euro, I had a trade where, and this is where the broker came good for me. I had a trade, I was long US dollar Swiss franc, the trade plummeted, I had a 1% risk on the trade, and they got me out with a 4% slip. So on that day, I lost 4% more than I was supposed to. So I ended up with a 5% loss on a trade instead of a 1% risk. And I had traders within our community that had risked 2% on a similar trade that had lost 10%. Yeah, I know traders within our community, and they knew other traders that were with another broker that in a similar scenario lost 30% on the same 1%. So you imagine there will be clients that were in similar positions that if they'd risked 10 or 20 would actually owe the broker money at that time. So in that scenario, my broker, although they lost me 5%, and I know the story behind it, he actually came good for me and prevented me from losing a huge amount more. So you will get spikes now and again. You will get one-time events that happen 3 times in your life. This is why risk management is so important. So, you know, for me, coming back from a 5% loss is not a huge one.
Okay, today I'm going to show you what are 3 types of forex brokers, the 9 criteria to evaluate a broker. And watch until the end because you're gonna find out how to prevent yourself from registering into a scam broker. All of this today in one video, coming up next. If you are the best swimmer in the world, but if your goggles and swimsuit is a piece of shit, nothing is going to change. Now if you choose the wrong broker, they're going to make you a lot broker, if you know what I mean. First thing first, what's a broker? To put it simply, they are your margin FX provider. So if you choose a market maker, for example, normally they would be considered as a counterparty of your trade, meaning that when you make a buy order right now, they're going to make a sell order. So in a way, are they in your interest to make money? Depends on which type of broker that you choose. So to put it simply, a broker to you is like the goggles to a swimmer. To participate in the forex market as a retail trader, as a retail investor, you will need to have a broker. So basically there are 3 main types of brokers, okay? 3 main types. If you really classify it, you have one which has a dealing desk and the other one which operates in a non-dealing desk business model. When it comes to dealing desk and non-dealing desk, it is classified into, can't open this marker pen. Dealing desk, you would have your market